Hi, this is Michael Lane Denny of ThunderShamanism.com, and today we're going to talk about another chapter in the book, the Shamanic Secret Commandment to a Perfect Life, the missing ingredient to the secret. So, if you haven't already, go back and watch the other videos leading up to this, so you get a better understanding of what it is. So, to recap, the Shamanic Secret Commandment to living a perfect life, in essence, is following the one thing within you that brings you the greatest joy. And so we've talked about, well, what does that mean? Well, it's a commandment. You imprinted that into your DNA, into your soul, into your brain. And if you don't follow that to the letter with everything that you have, your body, your mind, your emotions, your spirit is going to be unhappy. So that's why it's a commandment. So we haven't been told that. We've been taught, well, you should go after what makes you happy. And it's like, well, you can't have everything you want in life. You can only have, you can't have that. That's not realistic. That's all nonsense. It's all BS. You can have absolutely everything you want. Now, here's where the problem lies. People don't know what they want. They think they know what they want, but that's based off of fear or based off of making other people happy. So we're going to talk about that in this chapter today. So this chapter is called Why the Secret Usually Doesn't Work. So if you're not familiar with The Secret has been around for at least 10 or 15 years, and it's real simple. It says, you get what you focus on. I completely agree with that. But there are some misunderstandings and some assumptions, and some incorrect assumptions in there, which I'm going to reveal to you. So it is true, if you focus on negative, you're going to get negative. If you focus on positive, you're going to get positive. So what people usually do when they first run into The Secret is they think, oh, gosh, I want my life to be happy. Well, what do I want? Well, okay, I'm going to need a lot of money for that, so I'm going to focus on money. How many people, there's like groups of people who go to The Secret. They want love, they want money, cars and houses, and they say things like, money flows effortlessly to me. Now, the problem with that is this. That assumes that this universe is arbitrary and that you're arbitrary. You're not. You've come here to this world with one specific thing that's going to give you joy, and you have your own path in life. The thing that gives you joy I call the soul desire, and you implanted that in your soul, in your brain, in your DNA. So you can't compromise on that. It's not arbitrary. There's one thing that really makes you happy that you are here to go after for your own personal enjoyment. And there are things that you are here to do to help others, and your soul desire and your soul purpose are going to be fused together. The way that you know you're going after your highest joy is going after the thing that makes you happy. Now, here's the problem with the whole secret and the money thing is, everybody does this, myself included. When I first heard The Secret, the first thing I said was, so if I focus on things of okay, I want a lot of money. And I started doing the money flows effortlessly to me, and it didn't work. It didn't work. And how many people do you know that go to these, say, money flows effortlessly to me, and I'm rich, and I'm successful, and I'm prosperous? How many people actually end up, getting that mansion and the $1 million and the 10 cars? And, almost nobody. Because that's not it. That's not it. Look, listen, money is nothing more than energy. It's a resource. Here's the deal that your soul has with the universe. The deal that your soul has with the universe is this. If you go after that one thing that gives you the greatest joy, not the number 2 or number 3 or number 4, those are okay too, but the number one thing that gives you the greatest joy, if you go after that with everything that you have, the universe will provide whatever resources you need. But that's not what we do. We go, well, I do that, but I need the money first, so I need to work. And people die. They're 50 years old. They're 60, 70 years old because they're still working that job waiting to get the money so that they can go do what they want. How many people do you know are like that? I know a ton of people like that. I've done it. It doesn't work. The universe will give you whatever money you need in order to fulfill that one thing that gives you the greatest joy. The universe is not going to give you more than you need. It doesn't like to waste things. Now, that doesn't mean you're not meant to have a lot of money. Maybe you are. Maybe you're meant to be rich and live in a huge mansion. I don't know. But that is going to be connected to you following that which gives you the greatest joy. Because there are also a lot of people out there that have a ton of money. They're sick, they're dying, they're miserable. They are not following that one thing. In fact, there are people out there that have tons of money and they spend all of their time working some crappy job they can't stand. And they're full of disease and unhappiness. So that comes from a place of fear. So when you go after the thing that gives you the greatest joy, and you do it from a place of abandonment and fearlessness, the universe gives you everything you want. And I can tell you this from personal experience. You know, I've shared this before, but the one thing that gives me the greatest joy in life is surfing. That in terms of me, my personal selfish desire, that's what I want. I just want to live on the beach and surf for the rest of my life, for as long as my body will let me to. And I intend to be strong and healthy, you know, until the day I die. I'm going to be surfing for as long as my body will let me do it. That was so much fun, dude. And when I made that decision, I talked about my divorce and how I had nothing. And I realized that, what I didn't tell you is that I realized when I was in that mountain cabin that what I really wanted was to surf. And again, you know, my life had taken an uptick because I followed one of my bucket lists, which was to live in a cabin in the middle of the wilderness. I did that. And I wrote a few books, and I was able to, you know, get my income up to a place where at least I could, you know, take care of myself. And then I realized I needed to go back to Southern California and start surfing again. And again, I didn't have the money. I didn't have the connections. I found a place on Craigslist, and I committed to it over the phone, and without knowing how I was going to be able to pay for it. And I had enough credit card money and saved up to give first and last, and I showed up. And I did what I wanted to do, which was to hike in the mountains and surf. And my body got better, and my finances started exploding. This is what happens. The universe comes and gives you what you need after you take action. Until you take action, the universe doesn't know. You can say, I have tons of money, money is flowing to me, and the universe is like, yeah, that's great, but what is it you want to do again? It's waiting for you to take action. And once you jump off that cliff, it goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. We need to give that person some resources, some finances, because they're going after their soul desire. Now, if you go after something that's not your soul desire, then the universe isn't going to help you. And you ask, well, how do I know? Real simply, does it give you joy? Does it make you happy? Not other people, you. That's how you know. So that's the problem with The Secret. The Secret says that the universe is arbitrary, but the reality is that it's not arbitrary. You have this one commandment, which is each of us has that one thing implanted in us which gives us joy, and we have a responsibility to ourselves and to the universe to follow it with everything that we have, and if we don't, we suffer the consequences. Period. End of story. Now, it doesn't mean your life is going to be without challenges. It doesn't mean you're not going to have problems and issues. Of course you are. But you're going to be able to be happy and be joyful and be prosperous in whatever way that you need to fulfill your happiness. So we go on and on and on and on, but that's it for now. Go ahead and click on the link below. You can buy the book. And if you want one-on-one counseling, mentoring, coaching, whatever you want to call it, click on apprenticeship and you can work with me. What it is I work with you for 1 hour a week. You commit to a month at a time, and you can stay with me indefinitely or for whatever period you want. It is my sole purpose to share this message and teach people how to do exactly what I'm talking about. So that's it for now. Until next time, my friends, thank you very much.